Hi, friends. So, remember a couple days ago, I told you we were going to talk about life cycles of different animals this week. So, we talked about our life cycle of a bee, and today we're going to talk about a different life cycle. Do you remember this book? The See Me Grow book, and it has all of the life cycles inside. So, the life cycle of the animal we're going to look at today is what do you see? A frog. We're going to talk about a frog's life cycle, what they start out as, how they change as they grow, and what they end up looking like. So here it says a frog's life, and here we can see a frog in water. It says baby frogs live in water. Grown-up frogs live on land and in water. So baby frogs have to live in the water. They cannot come out of the water or they will not survive. They will not live. But once they're fully grown, they can live on land and in the water. So let's take a look at their life cycle. Here it says from tadpole to frog. And we can see a little tiny frog right here. So they start out as a tadpole, not a frog. So, the first step in their life cycle is an egg. So it says a mother frog lays her eggs in the water. Over here, it told me baby frogs have to live in the water. So their eggs are born in the water. You might see them floating around sometime in a lake or in a pond. So a frog lays eggs. And then as they grow, they hatch, and it says the eggs hatch into tadpoles that swim in the water. So this is what a tadpole looks like. You don't see any legs. You don't see what a frog would look like over here. This looks very different. And it has a long tail. So tadpoles have tails when they're born. As time goes on and they grow a little more, they come down to this stage. And it says the tadpoles grow legs and slowly lose their tails. So if you look closely, you can see some legs on the tadpoles. And they have a tail, but it's slowly starting to get smaller. And eventually it will disappear. So that's the third step. They start to grow legs and their tail starts to shrink and get smaller. Then a tadpole that looks like this, soon the tadpoles turn into frogs. Grown-up frogs jump around on land and splash in water. So they'll turn from this into a frog like what we see outside, or you might see them at the lake or in the water. So a frog. But this is how they start out. They start out in an egg in the water. Then they hatch and turn into a tadpole with a tail. Then they'll start to grow some legs and their tail will start to shrink until the tail is gone and their legs are strong enough so they can hop around everywhere. And then they can go in the water and out of the water. So that is the life cycle of a frog. Have you seen any frogs around lately? Have you seen any tadpoles? Maybe we can find some and show you. See you later.